Today I'm going to show you how to make a 2-color blanket using Mandala line brand Mandala yarn. I chose the color Dragon, which you can see right here, and I'm going to be using 2 skeins of the yarn starting in different positions so you don't have the same 2 colors. And then I'm going to carry the yarn throughout the blanket so you have very few ends to weave in. You will need 4 skeins of the yarn and a 4mm crochet hook. Okay, for the 2-color moss stitch blanket, I crocheted 180 stitches. For this example, I'm going to crochet 20. You just need an even number for the moss stitch. So I'll set that up and crochet 20 or chain 20. Okay, once you have your 20 stitches, your 20 chains, you're going to count 4 from the hook, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to single crochet. Do 1 single crochet there, followed by a chain 1. Then you skip the next stitch, single crochet in the next, followed by a chain 1, skip the next stitch, single crochet, followed by a chain 1, skip the next stitch, single crochet, chain 1, skip the next stitch, and you're going to keep repeating this to the end, which your last stitch will be a single crochet. This is just like the regular moss stitch, or also known as the linen or granite stitch. This stitch has a great woven texture. And you can find the written pattern on my blog, A More Crafty Life. Okay, so when you get to the last stitch, you're going to have your skip 1 and then single crochet in the last one. Before you finish the stitch though, you're going to pick up your second color. So you use it to finish the single crochet. So here I'm using another green. What I like to do with the skeins was pick ones that started at different places, like some started green and or blue, or cut it so they start at a different spot. So it never ends up with the same color at the same place. So then you have your last single crochet, then you are going to chain 2, and then you are going to hide your yarn by crocheting over it. So you want the first color to sit on top of the row below, and you're going to crochet around it. So you're going to do your single crochet, chain 1 in the first chain space, skip the single crochet in the next chain 1 space, and then chain 1, and then you're going to repeat across, making sure that your yarn from the row below is sitting on top. And you kind of can see where it kind of moves down sometime, and you can just move that with your finger, and you can tug on it a little bit to smooth it out. And if you kind of forget about it and you see that it's a little it's not smooth, you can usually tug on the blanket a little bit and get it to even back out. So, and you just want it to sit on the yarn you're not using, to sit on top of the other yarn. Okay, and you just continue on until you get to the end of the row, single crochet, chain 1 in the chain space, skipping a stitch. And this gives this really mixed color stitch. It has a woven texture to it. Okay, so when you see you have the last chain 1 space, and then you're like, well, where are you supposed to put the last stitch? So after you single crochet, chain 1, then you're going to skip this last single crochet and you're going to put your stitch in between it and the last in the chain. So then when you get here, you finish your single crochet with the color from that you're going to change to. And then I like to kind of tug the color that I was using a little bit to make this stitch tighter. Then I chain 1 or chain 2 and turn my work, and then I'm going to put the color I'm not using right here so I can catch it when I single crochet and chain 1. And then it's going to sit on the top of your work, and you are just going to repeat that until you have the length that you want. I did approximately 200 rows for the blanket. I used all of the yarn until I ran out. Thank you for watching. You can find this pattern and more in the description and on my blog at A More Crafty Life. And I have a big list of free patterns. If they're mine, you can find a free PDF towards the bottom of the pattern. Thanks. Hi, this is Heather from A More Crafty Life. Today I'm going to show you how to do the spider stitch. The spider stitch is an easy combination of single crochet and a chain stitch. It's what I call a mini V-stitch, if you've ever done the V-stitch with the double crochet. And in 2 colors, it looks like a mini zigzag or chevron stitch. For this tutorial, and the sample, I used Lion Brand Mandala yarn and a 3.5 millimeter hook. Okay, for this tutorial, like I said, you need an even number. For example, I'm going to crochet chain 20. So make your slip knot. And for this example, I'm using, this is a gauge 3 yarn. You can use any that you want. So first, we're going to chain 20. Okay, when you have your 20 chains or an even number, you're going to crochet in the 3rd chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3 insert your hook, and you're going to do a single crochet, followed by 1 chain stitch and another single crochet, all in the same stitch. Then you are going to skip 1 chain and repeat the single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. And then you're gonna skip 1 chain and repeat the single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. Then you're going to skip 1, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, all in the same stitch. Okay, and you're going to keep continuing this. Skip 1 chain, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. Skip 1 chain, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, all in the same stitch. Skip 1 stitch, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, all in the same stitch. Then you're going to skip 1 chain and repeat until you get to the end. So out of the way. So single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, and then you have 1 space, 1 chain left, and that is going to be 1 single crochet. So that is your first row. And then for your second row, this is how the repeat that you're going to do for the rest of your pattern. So you can see that this is what your work looks like, and you're at the end. You're going to chain 2 and turn your work. And then what you're looking for is the space between the 2 single crochets that you made before from the chain, and that's where you're going to repeat the same single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. So insert your hook and you do 1 single crochet, 1 chain 1, 1 single crochet, all in the same stitch. Then you're going to skip to the next one where the chain 1 space is, and you're going to do 1 single crochet, 1 chain 1, 1 single crochet, all in the chain space between the 2 single crochets from the row before. So find your next space, chain 1 space, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. And then you just keep repeating. So here's the next space, the chain 1 space, and you put a single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. So this makes it a really easy pattern to remember, and this is what you're going to repeat for the rest of the pattern. So find your next single crochet, chain 1 space, and do your single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. Okay, and we keep repeating. And then when you get to the end of the row, okay, so I have 1 more chain 1 space to do. And then I have 1, then I have the, where I did the, where the chain 2 is going to be. And that is always going to end with a single crochet in that stitch. And then you are going to chain 2 and turn your work. And then you just keep continuing. So this is what it looks like. It's called the spider stitch, so maybe somebody thought it looked like a spider web. With 2 colors, it looks kind of like a chevron. It's great for washcloths, scarves, hats, blankets. After this, I'll show you how to do it in 2 colors, which is very similar, but you just have to carry your second color. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do the spider stitch in two different colors. And this is how I made, I'm making this blanket using 2 different skeins of the Lion brand Mandala yarn. And I can mix the colors, but without having all the ends to weave in. And so you can see this one has teal, cream, kind of a purple, and a coral. So I'll show you how to do this, and you'll want 2 separate skeins of yarn. So first, you need an even number. So you start with your 1 color. So I'm going to use 20 like I did in the example. Okay, so when you have 20, you are going to single crochet in the 3rd chain from the loop. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, and you're going to do 1 single crochet, 1 chain 1, 1 single crochet. Then you're going to skip 1 chain and repeat 1 single crochet, 1 chain 1, 1 single crochet. And you're going to just keep doing this until you get to the end of the row. So skip 1 chain, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, skip 1 chain, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, then skip 1 chain, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. And just keep repeating. So skip 1 chain, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, skip 1 chain, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, all in the same stitch. Then you skip 1 chain, repeat your single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, and that's what they call the spider stitch. Okay, then you skip 1 chain, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, and then that leaves you with 1 stitch left, and you are going to single crochet in that stitch. Then and so then you would continue on with your chain 2 as if you were doing a regular pattern. But since we're going to use 2 colors, before you finish this last single crochet, you have the 2 loops. For the last part of the stitch, you're going to add your second color. And that is going to be the yarn over part. And then you are going to chain 2 with your new color. Okay, so then I have the yarn in from the new color, and then I have the color from before. And you're going to take that and you're going to fold it over so you can pick it up when you do the stitch. So find your center of your chain 1 space, which is right here in between the single crochet, the 2 single crochets, and you are going to crochet around it. I made this loop too big. So, okay, let's make it a little tighter. Okay, let's try that again. So you're going to do your single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, in the chain 1 space. But you're going to chain over your first color. And to make this look, this ends up looking like a chevron. But to do that, you want to make sure that you get it between the two stitches on both sides. Otherwise, doesn't make as good of a chevron stitch. And then you repeat your single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, all while holding the other yarn that you used for the first row so you can crochet over it. So find your next chain 1 space, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. And this ends up giving you this kind of chevron look. And you want to check your work every once in a while to make sure that you're still crocheting over the second color the right way, and that you've got the stitch through the center of the chain and not through the other side of one of the single crochets, which is kind of easy to do. So you just keep doing your single crochet, chain 1 spider stitch in each one of the spaces from the row below. And you want to make sure your yarn stays smooth. If it gets a little, like you can see here kind of where it's kind of bumpy, you can just tug on the color you're crocheting over and making it a little tighter. And then you just keep going. And when you get to the end, you are going to single crochet on your chain from the row before. So this is our starting chain, but after this, it's going to be the chain 2 that you do at the end of each row. And it's always going to have a single crochet on the top of it. So when you get to the end of the row, you're going to do your single crochet. So you start with the color you have, you pull up the loop, but then you switch to the color you were using before. Do your chain 2, turn your work, and then you kind of hold the yarn up here so you can crochet over it. Insert your hook into the chain 1 space, and then you're going to repeat your single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. And then you just keep going. And this is what it's going to look like. And you can see this better on my example of fabric, where see how it makes a little V-stitch. I'm turning this into a blanket. I started with 220 chains. It's also great for other items like scarves, ear warmers, and dishcloths. Thank you for watching. You can find the links to the written pattern in the description below on my blog, A More Crafty Life. Thanks. Hi, I'm Heather from A More Crafty Life, and today I'm going to show you an easy variation of the double crochet, the herringbone double crochet. For this stitch, you can crochet any number you want. So I'm going to chain 15. I'm using an H 5mm hook, cotton worsted weight yarn. This is Lion Brand's 24/7. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is chain 15. This stitch has a great texture. It's double-sided. And is easy to do. It doesn't use a lot of extra yarn, and it doesn't require really any counting. So it's great for relaxing and watching a show. It's good. I've made blankets, scarves, ear warmers, dishcloths out of it. Okay, so here we have our chain of 15, and in the third stitch from the hook, you're going to yarn over and then insert your hook. So 1, 2, 3, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through 1, pull through the second, yarn over, pull through 1 loop, yarn over, and pull through the 2 loops. And that gives you your herringbone double crochet stitch. So let's see that again. Yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull through 1, pull through the second, yarn over, pull through 1 loop, yarn over, and pull through the last 2. And then repeat. Yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull through 1, pull through the second, pull through, yarn over and pull through 1 loop, yarn over and pull through the last 2. Yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull through 1, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 1 loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. We'll just continue this down the chain. And at first, this stitch feels a little awkward if you've been doing the double crochet stitch, but after you've done it for a couple rows, it's real easy to remember. Okay, and as you come close to the end, you don't do anything different. You just finish the last stitch with a herringbone double crochet. So here's my last stitch. And just do the same thing. When you get to the end of the row, this is what it looks. You can see that it has the slight slant to the right. It's kind of close together. And it looks the same on both sides. Okay, we're going to chain 2 and turn. So 1, 2. Then you're going to turn your work. I count the chain as the first stitch, so I'm going to skip this one, but make sure you read your pattern. Sometimes they don't, and you'll put your first stitch here. So you do the same thing before, yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull up, 1, 2, yarn over through 1 loop, and pull through the last 2. And then you're going to continue down the row. And when you get to the last stitch, do one more herringbone, double crochet, and then you would chain 2 for the next row, and then you just keep repeating. And this is what it looks like when you have 2 rows. One goes this way, and then one slants back that way. I have, like I said, several patterns. I have a dishcloth, an infinity scarf, a chunky throw blanket, and an ombre blanket that is paired with the easy berry stitch. That's free on my blog. There's a free PDFs. There's also a photo tutorial and the written directions for this stitch. And you can find them on my blog, A More Crafty Life. Thank you for watching.